What? Hey. Oh, hello. Okay, we're showing our chocolate chip cookie ice cream sandwiches that are so perfect for summer. Why do you want to show it so bad, Mom?
Oh, because I love them so much. And I love, after we've got them on the cookie sheet and they're in the freezer hardening, then you can peel them off, and we'll show you how to do that, and put them in a baggie, and then they last, you know, for a long time. And whoever drops by, you've got a little dessert to offer them.
Well, something that I'm actually shocked by that most people don't know is that we put all of our desserts right into the freezer right after, that keeps it so fresh, and a lot of people don't know that tip.
Yeah.
And that is what we always do, because we crave a treat every single day. Mine's around like 2:00, and every day I want a cookie, and if I'm not in the mood to eat a cookie, I'm getting out of the freezer. So we always have it on hand. Yeah, like I can always know that I go to my mom's, there's cookies in the freezer. So we put everything in the freezer. We've said it before, the cookie jars are totally out. Those don't keep anything fresh or yummy.
Exactly. But I mean, we don't put our cake in the freezer, but what we do put in the freezer we put our cakes in the freezer and then we take them out to frost them, but then we keep them in the fridge. But we do take our cupcakes and we freeze those. And you just take a cupcake out in 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
I have frozen a slice of cake.
Well, yes.
We have frozen cake.
Yes, a slice.
But we don't really do that. I know we don't really do that, but you can freeze anything. You can freeze anything. And freezing the desserts keeps it super fresh and good. So that is fun about that.
Especially cookies and brownies.
Cookies and brownies, 100%. So we love to freeze our cookies. So we wanted to show the ice cream sandwiches because this is so simple, but it's made with my mom's chocolate chip cookie recipes and why do you think your recipe's the best, Mom?
Well, when I was developing this recipe, which I actually did develop on my own, I worked at a recipe that would work anywhere in the country. Well, anywhere in the world. Because oftentimes when we make a chocolate chip cookie, it just goes so thin. And we didn't want our cookie to go thin all the time, you know. It depends on altitude, it depends on the oven, there's so many things. So I put 3 cups of flour in my chocolate chip cookies. And wherever I go, they always seem to turn out. The other thing that you do is you flatten the cookie. So you scoop some cookie out and you put it on your cookie sheet, and then you take the palm of your hand and you just barely, flatten it a little, and then you bake them off. I don't know why, but they're just
And why
perfect.
do you flatten it?
Well, it just helps it. It just helps it form. I think it helps it to look really beautiful. I don't love a chocolate chip cookie that's kind of high. I never go for that kind of a cookie.
Well, and depending on how big you make them, I think flattening makes it cook better.
Well, I think it makes it cook better, but it's more enticing for me. I go for the cookie that's more well-rounded, not with a little poof on the top. Okay. I just don't go for that one.
Okay, so key to cookies is actually our parchment paper. And this will actually keep your cookie sheets looking good, but it does cook your cookies evenly as well. Right, Mom?
Yeah, parchment paper. And then this is a half sheet, then we have a quarter sheet, and there's also quarter sheet of parchment paper as well. We're going to show you those in 1 second. But this really helps to make the baking just perfect when you put your cookies on some parchment paper. They don't get too, brown on the bottom. They just come out perfect.
They come out perfect.
But the key to making cookies is make sure in the beginning when you add your butter and your eggs and your sugars that you're beating it until it's super fluffy. This is where you get the consistency in the cookie dough that you want to get a chewy cookie. So if you rush through that first process, then your cookie won't be as good.
And I don't think you can overmix them after as well. Like once you add everything else.
Yeah.
Kind of like
I know
cakes,
you make good good cookie.
No, I'm serious. I
So-
think that you can overmix.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're using our little Food Nanny spoon. And if you don't have this, you need to have it because it will save your life. It's a tablespoon, a teaspoon, and then you flip it over. It's a half a teaspoon and a fourth of a teaspoon. Hello, it's genius. It's amazing. And we have been having this, we've had these for years. How many years?
Over 10.
Over 10 years. And they don't break. They go in the dishwasher super well. So if you don't have one of these, get it. And if you don't have the books, buy it with the book. You don't pay for shipping. I have two. Love them. Good. Don't you love them? Okay, so we like the mini ice cream sandwiches. I just feel like when they're too big, like you know how you can get them at a restaurant or an ice cream parlor. It's too much. It's just way too much.
Yeah.
It's like I want a little bite of everything and I want to enjoy it, but they're so big. And I feel like they put way too much ice cream in it. So I just love when you're really getting to taste the cookie super well. And then you've got a little bit of the ice cream. So we love to make them into minis. So this is a teaspoon. We are literally using 1 teaspoon of our cookie dough, and that is what creates this. So we didn't show, we were like, we don't need to show with the dough. We don't need to show the dough.
No.
We don't need to show the dough and how you would do that. But it's literally 1 teaspoon, and you're plopping it on your cookie sheet with parchment paper. This is going to cook really fast. Mine, in my oven, everything's cooks different in everybody is oven. But this was taking about 4 to 5 minutes for me in my oven. So you're gonna cook it way less than you normally would.
A little bit underdone so that if they were too done, then they would crack when you put them together. So a little bit underdone so you can kind of...
Well, and they continue to cook a little bit on the cookie sheet.
So these, I just took these out of the freezer. So this is what it looks like. Whoa, this is cold. I almost need a hot pad because it's so cold. So these are the darling little minis. Look how cute. Look how cute. And it's
the perfect size. It's the perfect size.
I've made them with the normal size cookie, and I always serve those.
And I have some in here that are like
to men, size. You know, on Father's Day, I actually made some bigger ones, and I served those to the men. They wanted one. Those are a little bit bigger, yeah.
These are just a little bit bigger, so show the mini so they can see the difference.
See the difference.
This is like a normal, and this is a mini. Look how cute.
They're so cute.
Oh, they're perfect. They're perfect.
We could sell these.
Yeah, we could.
They're so cute. They're so cute. So, if you don't have a lot of room in your freezer and you've got, say, 4 trays of these, or, you know, if you don't have the quarter sheets, then go ahead and put them on the half sheet. But say if you don't have enough room in your freezer, then what we do, Lizzie, go ahead and hold that. We just take them off, get a baggie, and just fill exactly like this. These are already starting to defrost. Just fill your baggie and then put it back into the freezer, and they break apart very easily. So it's perfect for storing.
It's perfect.
So we need to get these back. Now, we covered this with plastic, you know, just
Plastic
wrap, just because we always do.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get them back in here. They're already defrosted.
Okay, we missed it. I'm so mad I didn't add one of those when I got my books. I'll definitely get some in my next order. Dang it. I'm so sorry. Make sure to get a spoon. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. A level teaspoon or a teaspoon scoop. So I do a level teaspoon. 1 teaspoon. A level teaspoon. And it makes the perfect little size. A heaping teaspoon or a level. Oh yeah, so it's a level. It's not a heaping, it's a level. And it makes the perfect little size. I'm not kidding. Wait till you see. You're gonna love them.
So
now we're just gonna put one together to show you how you do it.
So the cookie recipe is in book 1 on page 261. So if anybody wants to know where that is, book 1, page 261. Of course, the French salt makes them extra yummy.
That's what makes it extra good, is our French salt.
And everyone asks us, what is in these, what is in this cookie that's making it so delicious. And most people do know that it's the salt.
Oh, it's in everything. The cakes, all of it.
So go ahead.
Okay, so I'm just gonna take, how do you show this a little bit? My ice cream, it's getting super soft. Okay, so I'm just gonna take like a regular spoon and I'm just gonna kind of scoop. I probably, how do you say this? Just probably like as much as this little spoon.
Or if you have a little scoop, like a melon scoop.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I was using.
Well,
Lizzie doesn't have one.
I don't have one.
So that's fine. But if you do have a little, melon scoop, then use one of those because that's fun too. But this is just as good.
But if you don't have it, nothing fancy. So it's as simple as that. So you're just taking one cookie, you're putting a little bit of the ice cream on it. It's so easy. And then
Get it into the freezer really fast.
yeah, get it into the freezer fast. Especially, I don't know why, but my ice cream is kind of melting. But done.
Perfect.
So see how easy? And yeah, if you have a little bit of a smaller ice cream scoop, that would be perfect.
But actually, it doesn't matter.
But this is totally great too.
They're so cute.
They're just the cutest little things.
They're so
and what's so
cute.
perfect about them is we were saying that when you got company that just stops by and they're like, do you have a treat? Because I don't know.
I've already done it a million times with the ones I made. I made so many.
Our family loves to come in and have a treat. I had my brother-in-law stop by the other night. This was a true story. And he was just like, do you have a cookie or something in here? And I'm like, of course I do. It's in my freezer. So I'm telling you, it's so fun when people know that you've got a dessert in your freezer because that makes you so, doesn't
And
it?
just
Makes
the
your
little
life.
perfect bite. Just a bite.
Perfect bite.
It's so perfect.
So this is very simple. Get your kids involved if they want to make it.
Serve them for their birthday parties.
Yeah, serve it for a birthday party. Serve it for anything for summer. It's super fun.
Serve it at a friend's lunch. It's the perfect little dessert.
It's the perfect dessert for summer. Honestly, it is so fun. And honestly, what makes it is our chocolate chip cookies and it's our, oh my gosh, we've got somebody else that's saying, why do you yell? Okay, do you have a favorite brand of ice cream?
I happen to love the Costco ice cream. I love to get it at Costco. I think it comes I know it comes together. I love that ice cream.
Here.
Super good. The vanilla. Of course.
And you know what? I don't know why, but you're not gonna like this.
Lizzie's favorite, and guess what? It's her favorite because it's all I ever bought.
No, I'm telling you, there's something about it. This is the Smith's Party Pill, and me and my sister Amy will attest that it makes the best malts in the world.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about it. You can buy the really expensive ice cream, but there is something about this Party Pill.
It's what I bought when the kids were growing up. That's all we ever bought.
But it makes the best malts.
Yeah.
It makes the best malts.
But for a better, more quality, premium ice cream.
Okay,
Costco.
so just so you know, we will talk about the yelling thing really fast. No offense if anybody, we are not yelling. We're super loud. Maybe we're stone deaf. We really don't know at this point. But we are loud. We're just loud and we are super excited about life and food, and it comes out when we're together like crazy. So we're super sorry, but it's really not yelling. If you know us and you've met us in person, you know that we are not yelling, but totally sorry for that. Totally random, but where did your mom get her shirt? At Madewell. Madewell. Ignore the haters. Well, it's okay. It's okay.
No.
If you don't know us, then you think that we're yelling.
Well, the thing is, though, yelling is, I can yell.
That's the problem is we can yell and it's like super duper loud. No, you're not being rude. You're not being rude. We're not mad at anybody. Anybody saying that, it's totally fine. We've had it said a couple of times, but we are just super loud. We're super loud. Tells me I'm always loud. We're just really loud and we get really excited. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You know what? These are melting. I have got to get these Goodness.
I know, it's melting and we're talking.
Okay, Lizzie, that's enough.
Okay, we're not doing any more of those.
We're out of room.
Okay, so honestly, that is the end of that. That we have shown every don't apologize. You're not like yelling. Love your enthusiasm. You guys are the best. You guys are so nice. You're so nice. But I get it. I get that some people are going to think that we're yelling because there's so many people out there that are so quiet. And I know that they're, a little more
reserved.
Maybe. Reserved. And I know that on some live videos, everybody's like, my daughter always thinks we're fighting because we're a loud family. Oh, that is totally us. We will be out in public and people probably think that we're fighting like cats and dogs.
We're just having fun.
Okay, so we're just super excited. We really like it. We're like really enthusiastic. And what you see is what you get. This is definitely like this Instagram in live videos, there is no fake anything. Like you get, what you see is what you get. And talking about what you see is what you get, I want to talk about one other thing and then we can be done. We can be totally done. Because those were our easy ice cream sandwiches.
I think you're going to love that.
You're going to love it.
Well, for the rest of your life. I think you're going to be making these forever because they are a hit.
They are a hit. And if you have any questions, you can ask us. You can totally ask us. But one other thing, okay, so a while back I was talking on a live about how I feel like my generation, and I know that it's for older girls as well. I know it's not just my age. But I feel like, I was talking to all of you about this, I feel like it's worse than ever that there are so many girls that are afraid to eat. They're afraid to eat. They don't feel like they can eat normal food. Normal food meaning, honestly, butter, making anything with butter, sugar, different kinds of things. And I was explaining in this live video that I know a lot of people that don't, they were never taught, I think some of them were never taught growing up from their moms how to eat properly. But I know a lot of other people that feel like if they eat normal, that they're going to be so fat and that they can't eat good food. I'm not kidding. This is a thing out there. And I know a lot of you are writing it back to me. And I was talking about how my sister Emily was on a trip and there were girls that were bringing their own dinners on this girls trip because they were like, there's going to be no restaurant for me to eat anything there. Packing their own food. So we talk about this a lot. And we had a follower that actually asked in and said, your mom, there is no way that she eats your food. I don't believe it for 2 seconds. And we wrote back and said, yes, it's true. And it's portion control. And basically the follower wrote back and said, yeah, right, basically. And it was so funny to us because yes, as you can see, she is way smaller than me. She's way smaller, but that's that's a genetic thing, Mom.
Okay,
it's
that's
for
fine.
the eyes to see.
Okay.
But what do you want to say? You want me to keep going or are you saying?
No.
So I was telling her how this follower was saying that, how they said, basically like, yeah, right, there's no way you eat your food type thing. And it's so funny to us because we really do have a healthy relationship with food. And I was always taught that being raised, like the whole time I was growing up. I have never, I always say this part bad, but we just have always had a good relationship with food. She has told me that you can enjoy all food, you can love all foods within portion control. And that is really it. There is no like hidden crazy secret. It's like, I enjoy everything. What? You can go off.
It's never miss a meal, for one thing. Eat 3 times a day and have a snack at some point. We snack in the afternoon. And it isn't a huge snack because you have to be hungry in order to cook dinner. Mm-hmm. And if Mom is hungry, then the rest of the family is excited and happy because they're going to get food. But if Mom is not hungry, or the caretaker in the home who is cooking for the family or taking care of the family, whatever it is, whoever the caretaker it is, if it's auntie, if it's grandma, if it's or if you're a single mom, a single dad, if it's dad who cooks, if it's mom who cooks, whoever is cooking, if you're not hungry when dinner comes around, then you won't have food for the rest of the family.
I agree.
So you
I agree
have
with that.
to be hungry in order to cook dinner. So that's why I'm having breakfast early, and I'm having breakfast between usually 6 or 7:30 in the morning or earlier. Then I'm having lunch at noon, and then I'm eating at 5:30 before 7 o'clock. And in the summertime, on occasion, or on occasion whenever, we might be eating around 7. Something goes wrong, whatever. But generally, that's our rule. We want to eat before 7
we try to
at
eat
night.
before 7, and that is a really good rule to live by, because you're then going to be lazy the rest of the night. And there's so many different studies out there that say you've got to give your body so much time to digest and the whole thing. And so eating before 7 is a really good key. It really is. And then don't eat for the rest of the night.
You can share a dessert after dinner, or have a little bit of a dessert like one of these, or a little piece of cake or a little piece of pie. You can have something as long as you've pushed your plate back and you're satisfied. If you're stuffed or full, then dessert wouldn't taste good anyway. But if you've pushed your plate back and you're satisfied, then you can have a little dessert. But it doesn't have to be every night that you do that, because it's not every night that we're doing that.
Well, that's probably why I'm a little bitter, because it's every night for me.
But Lizzie, it's every day that we're having a sweet. Mostly every single day.
No, every single day.
For Lizzie, it's every single day. She's having a sweet. And
that's not
probably
good, but
98% of the time I am too. Every single day. So especially if I make something, I'm dying, a special cake, any one of our cakes, a pie, anything.
Well, I have a really bad sweet too. I have a really bad sweet too.
We all do. We all do. And I think most people in life love sugar. And I think if we learn to control it, then we can enjoy it. If we just learn to control our sugar intake, we can enjoy it. But it makes us happy.
Someone says, yes, it's all portion control. My mom stays thin too, and she eats whatever she wants in moderation. Exactly.
Thank you.
Do you ever buy treats such as like M&Ms? Sure. But we're more like baked goods.
Yeah.
That doesn't entice me. Like a Snickers bar, Twix bar, I think they're good. But I crave a baked good.
Same.
If there's a cookie, there's no way. There is no way I'm passing up a good baked good. There's something with me with that.
And if you don't have one, you're going to go down to our local.
I'm going to Quench It and Heber. I'm getting
Swig somewhere. Get a
I'm getting a cookie. I'm getting some kind of a baked good.
You may not eat the whole cookie, Lizzie, because they're big. You probably will share it with the kids.
Yeah, I will share it with the kids, but it's like sometimes I can't say personally that I'm always so perfect at portion control. It's not like there's sometimes that I overeat on cookies.
And that's with me too.
Or that I don't have I don't sometimes go, I'm sick.
Yeah, I ate too much.
I have eaten way too much. Like,
yeah.
I need to push my plate back. Like, I feel like it's not like I'm always so perfect and whatever.
Right.
But what it is it really does becomes, yes, it's a consistency, and it just becomes a healthy lifestyle, and it's a healthy relationship with food. And so when I have been with friends and I'm like, let's go to Chick-fil-A. Let's go meet at Chick-fil-A with our kids and have a fun lunch, okay? I get a kids meal because we really like the kids meal thing. It gives you the perfect portion. You're getting a little bit of fries, you're getting a little bit of the chicken, you're getting your drink and the whole thing. I'm super happy. And I'm getting like the 6 nugget kids meal, like not the little 2 nugget or whatever. I'm getting the 6 nugget.
It's 4 or 6.
4 or 6, yeah. But I have been with girls that are like, I can't eat it. I can't eat a French fry. I can't eat this. And I'm sad. I'm sad for the ones that I see, because I'm not saying that that's wrong, and I'm not saying that when I'm trying to lose weight, but these are not girls that need to lose weight. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, they just feel like they can't eat that because they're going to get fat. So our whole motto and thing, I know that I was wanting to do this Instagram because I'm trying to motivate you to cook and get you excited. And we get so excited about our recipes because they're the best recipes in the world. I'm not kidding. In the world, they're the best. She has created the best. But I kind of wanted to have a good message. And I just wanted to have the message of, because what I've seen is just so sad. And I just want everybody to feel like, no, this is real. You can eat all of this food. You can enjoy the food. You can enjoy life. It's not, life is not enjoy, like, what am I trying to say? It's not fun and I enjoy it without good food.
We all have to eat. And so we have to make a decision. Are we going to make our own
I get
food?
on here and never makes sense.
And so we make a decision. Are we going to make our own food, which is called clean eating because we know what's in our food? Or are we going to constantly rely on someone else preparing our food, most of the time, or buying it prepackaged or whatever? It's best to have clean eating, which means you're eating your fresh vegetables. When we're talking about a consistent lifestyle, we're talking about plenty of vegetables. We're talking about a treat here and there.
Well, she's saying, do you eat a treat at 2 and then after dinner? 2.
Do you?
Sometimes
yes.
Yes.
Sometimes yes.
Anyways,
maybe a cookie and then another cookie after dinner.
Yeah,
sure.
Maybe then it's like 2 or 3 cookies.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
so
our
keep
cookies
going.
are not like this.
No, they're not.
They're not
10 pounds a piece.
They're not swig cookies. They're not swig cookies. Quench it cookies.
No, the one bakery.
Sue's?
No, the one in New
Her
York,
cookies are
Levine or
amazing.
whatever, Levine or Levine
yes.
Bakery that are like 10 pounds.
No, our cookie. You saw what a normal cookie was.
Okay, so keep going with what you were saying.
Yeah, it's 2 of these. Okay, it would be 2 minis, a normal one of our cookies. So
I have been working on this and I am down 6 pounds so far. It works.
Yeah.
It really works.
This, our meal plan and everything.
Yes, life is meant to be enjoyed. Thank you. That's what I was trying to say. So keep going.
La Vita Vera, the true life.
The true life.
Vera,
it's on my one necklace.
Which is our motto. It means the true life. In Italian, is the true life. And when I went to Italy years and years ago, and I was explaining my eating habits, my philosophy, my recipes, my lifestyle, and right away, Mario said to me, "That's La Vita Vera," and I said, "What is that?" And also my publisher, and I said, "What is that?" And he said, "That's the true life." And I said, "Oh my gosh!" I started to cry. I said, "They said what you've been doing your whole life is what we call in Italy the true life," and I just started crying. I said, "Oh my goodness, I want more of that. I want more of that true life." And I so embraced that because I didn't realize that there was a name for it. And in Italy, that is the name. They give is La Vita Vera, which means the true life. And that means enjoying good food with family and friends. That's what it means. And so that's what
that's what we live for.
Instagram is.
This is what we're all about. And this is what we do every day. That's what we live for.
That's
good
what
food,
we live for.
Good conversation and being with our family.
With family and friends. Because don't forget, the family and the friends are more important than the food. But the food is what gets your family and friends there. And so in order to enjoy yourself, you've got to let go. And you've got to be able to experience this food and eat it with portion control and not worry about every single thing that goes into your mouth.
Counting every calorie, figuring everything out. And we're not against it.
And we're not against that.
And we're not a health blog.
No.
Instagram. We're not a health Instagram. And we're not real nutritionalists.
No.
But we're telling you from experience and wanting you to enjoy life.
But I have done a lot of studies.
She has done a lot of studies, and she has met with a nutritionalist forever ago. That's a long story.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm trying to say. We're not trying to act like we're...
No, like
anyways,
we're doctors.
like
But that's funny. That's super funny. But
all I hear anymore is I'm so fat. I need to be on a diet. People need to be happy and just embrace who they are and try and eat healthy, but not obsess. We agree.
Yes.
We
It
agree.
doesn't matter what size you are or how much you weigh. It's how you feel. Period. That is it.
Because you can look at one girl and she looks totally different, weighing the exact same. So yes, whatever makes you feel good. When you wake up and you put on your clothes and you go, I feel good. I feel really good. Then that is when you're good.
You shine.
You shine.
You shine.
You shine. But what I'm never going to stop talking about it because we just want more people to know that this is real. What you see is what you get. We really do eat all of our food. It's not like, hi, look at our beautiful ice
And
cream
we're not-
sandwich,
and
and we
not
don't take a
eating
bite
it.
of it.
No.
We're going to be turning off the camera and probably
Having
be eating
one.
a couple or one or two. And so we're just trying to say, we want you to enjoy life. We want you to eat all things. We want you to feel comfortable with food. We just want everybody to have healthy relationships and we've had some followers. The reason we talk about it too is some of them have said they've been afraid to try our recipes because they feel like some of them
Are too fattening.
and they're really not, but they've been afraid to try them because they have been on crazy diet food. But once they now believe us, they're trying it, and we have many testimonials that have lost weight.
Some people give up bread for years at a time because they think that bread is the culprit in their weight. We can't eat bread 3 times a day. We know that, but we can eat it 1 or 2 times a day, and we have to limit our bread intake just because there's so many wonderful other foods to eat. But we can't live without bread. I can't imagine unless I was celiac.
Cannot
Because
imagine life without
gluten-free-
bread.
Well, there's so many gluten-free breads out there now. You can make any of our breads with the gluten-free called Cup for Cup. You can make any
Okay,
of our
and
breads.
we're going too long.
But yeah, but the thing is
Yes.
just know that we are eating our food and loving it and enjoying it. We're cutting back on big breakfasts. We're cutting back on huge lunches, but we're eating a normal dinner. And we're eating a normal lunch. But it's just...
But we are having smaller portions for breakfast and lunch, and then we do really enjoy our dinner. And that's even if we're eating out for the day.
Right.
Like, we really do live for our dinner, but we live for every meal. But do you know what I'm trying to say? It is not like every day it's a big breakfast and lunch, whatever. They get what we're trying to say. Okay, there's a couple people that have said something. You always stand so far away. Okay, I always think I want your secret to such sweet mother and daughter and sister relationships.
It's a lot of work. Is what it is. You have
And it's not perfect.
No, nothing is perfect. Lizzie and I we butt heads on occasion.
We go crazy on here sometimes.
We butt heads. It's a lot of work to keep a family together.
But you know what the key is? Communication.
Yes. And forgiving and forgetting
And
letting
forgiving
go.
and forgetting.
And letting go. When someone hurts your feelings, if they've done it on purpose, then they need to apologize. But if they didn't know and understand that they hurt someone else's feelings and they do apologize and they say, I'm sorry, I didn't know, then we need to let it go. We need to let things go, but it's work to keep a family together. This is work to keep a relationship together. Lizzie and I forgive and forget each other, but we help each other. Mm-hmm. We're helping each other every single day.
Yeah.
In life, from what we wear to what we cook to how we think to in decorating fun things around your house. We live life together with all of our kids and all of our family, as
Yeah.
we do with our friends.
Yeah.
We treat our friends like family.
Yeah, we really do.
And they mean that much to us. Our friends are like family to us.
Yeah.
We love entertaining for our friends. We love cooking for our friends.
Yeah.
But it's work. This doesn't come easy.
No.
Because there's a lot, because people grow up. We grew up together, and I grew up together with my children. But now as adults, they marry different spouses, and people have different ideas, and people, are doing different things. But it's so fun because people do have so many different ideas, and we come together and we embrace each other's ideas, and we love each other unconditionally.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Well, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I don't love her. Oh my gosh.
No.
I would do anything for you.
No, not just us. We love everyone in our family unconditionally.
Yes.
See?
And
she
there's-
wasn't sure what I just said.
Okay, I lost weight once I started following your meal plan, and I decided to take a break for summer, and I started gaining it back. I really think there's something to the plan and your community.
Wow.
After I eat your
never
recipes
left
and
our
meals,
lifestyle.
I feel much better than I do when I'm eating a meal out. They taste great. That's so nice.
It's nice. It's fun to eat out too.
I do, like you said to a couple on BYU TV, and eat till satisfied now. I continue to lose weight. I eat the recipes as you write them. I never used to eat bread. Now I do. It's the rotation of food days.
Yeah.
The weight
That's
loss
it.
has been a good side effect.
Yeah, it's the variety of food. It's the whole key. It's the lifestyle that I learned about over 40 years ago. It's the variety of food, and your body just adheres to it. And once you start doing it, it's.
Someone just said, you're treating us like family too.
Thank you.
We are.
We are. We
Okay, well,
want
we
to.
love you. Keep cooking. Your family's worth it. We're done. We're
And
done.
you guys mean a ton to us.
You mean a ton to us.
We love it. We love your comments. We love that it means a lot to us that you're following us.
Oh my gosh.
It's super fun for us.
She's getting emotional. We love you. Have a wonderful day.
Have a great weekend.
Have a great, great weekend.
We'll see you next week. I'm gonna be in New York for most of the week. Next week, Lizzie's gonna join me at the end of the week, so that'll be super fun. We'll be in New York.
We'll be in New York together
some of our
next
favorite-
weekend, so we're going to show you, yeah.
But I'll be there early. I'll be in Kentucky doing a big conference there, and I'll be showing that as well, a big regional conference. I'll be speaking there in Kentucky, right outside of Louisville. So I'm so excited to come. I can't wait to meet everyone there. After that, I'll be in New York. Lizzie will join me there as well. Amy will be there. Katie will be there.
We'll
and I
show you
think
some
Emily-
fun restaurants that we love.
Yes, it's going to be it's going to turn into sort of a girls and some of the grandkids weekend.
Okay, someone's saying, I was looking at your biscuits and gravy from book 1. It calls for milk and water for the gravy. Why the water? I've never made that sausage gravy.
The reason why the water is because it cuts the milk a little. When you make a milk gravy, if you haven't done that before, it gets really thick. A milk gravy can be super thick, so I add the water to cut it a little, and it's the perfect biscuits and gravy you've ever eaten.
It is. All right, enjoy it. Come to Texas. You know, we lived in Texas. I was born in Texas.
I've been to Texas many times speaking, and sure, we'd love to come back.
Come to San Diego. We're
Love
coming
it
all
too.
over. We're coming all over the world. Love you guys.
See you soon.